Thank you very much, President Lee, members and guests. John Bosher stole part of my thunder today, and I need to do so. It's time for a bit of a report back on our Eureka program and to have a quick look at what our vision is for the future. The big developments over the past year were that we established the Eureka program as a trust which was settled by this Rotary Club, and therefore the trust will forever bear the name of the Rotary Club as part of its identity. The initial trustees were Russ Ballard, Lee Wilkinson, Anthony Scott and John Bosher, and we were joined during the year by Miang Lim, Sir Paul's widow, and Neville Jordan as trustees. We also established a national structure and which had the National Organising Committee responsible for activities at the national level and regional organising committees responsible for regional activities. And that's probably, you can't see that very well, so I'll flick past that. But that was just sort of an organisation structure which showed basically how it worked. In the regional growth area, we had a patchy start in terms of regional growth, but finally, by the end of the finals, we had regional organising committees established in Auckland, Waikato, Bay of Plenty, Central Districts, Wellington, Canterbury and West Coast Nelson Marlborough and Otago Southland. And that was very heartening to have Rotarians and others who are as enthusiastic about what the Rotary Eureka Trust can do and what Eureka can deliver in terms of future leaders who will be who use science, technology, engineering, maths examples to talk about the future of New Zealand. So, and this year we also had the regional competitions for the first time, and they went pretty successfully, I have to say. There was a good turnout for those regional competitions, and we managed to get 12 very good national finalists who presented on the 10th of October at our National Finals Symposium. We also had our sponsors and finalists dinner, which was a great event and much enjoyed by everybody who was able to be there. The symposium was fantastic, and I was really pleased to see that a number of members of the club made the effort to come to Massey University to watch that. And I know that they really enjoyed the experience, and I know that the students who participated were really blown away by the event in many ways. We've had fantastic testimonials from all of those students about how much they enjoyed it and how much Eureka has come to mean in their lives for them. We then had a very successful dinner at Government House, hosted by the Governor-General, once again, and we are aiming for an earlier dinner next year because it ended up being too close to university exams and those sorts of things. And this year we've done some work on the development of the Eureka Alumni Group. The Alumni Group is actually a really important part of what we're trying to do with Eureka, and that is to build a group of people every year, young people who are very confident to speak about science and technology, etc., to audiences, and to be able to put a case for the use of science and technology as for social, economic and environmental value in New Zealand. So that's the past. The future. Shortly after we had the national finals and the awards dinner, I had a meeting with the Ministry of Education at which they raised the possibility of us expanding our program significantly. They were very keen on our program and were offering a significant increase in money for us to do things. Those ideas that they came up with and we discussed at the original meeting went to the board and were discussed last Friday. And in broad terms, they are about extending the program down to as far as Year 4 in primary schools. And this is in conjunction with the program that the Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment and Ministry of Education are running on behalf of the government, which is the Science in Society program. And if you have a look at the activity areas they've got mapped out in their strategic plan, all three of them are areas where we tick the box in terms of our Eureka program, where we actually make a significant difference in taking that strategy forward. So we're due to have some further discussions with the Ministry of Education later on this month, and we're having discussions with the Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment tomorrow about what our ideas are for the future development of the Eureka program. And as I said there, we're talking about extending the age group. We're also seeking to make the whole program more attractive for people to participate in by increasing the prize money on offer. We found that the money that we're offering in terms of the main prize and the highly commended prizes are probably about $5,000 light in relation to other programs and activities that and things that are available. But we're also looking at aligning, this year for the first time we had 4 scholarships which were subject specific. So there was one for engineering, one for, goodness me, mine's gone a bit blank, but we had 4. No, we didn't have a Maori one this year. We're going to look for a Maori one. But there are 10 science challenges which the government has put up, and we think that it would be great to be able to align a scholarship with each one of those 10 challenges, and therefore provide real focus and discussion in schools and among students about what the importance of those challenges are, and give students a chance to get up, talk about that, and to win a decent sort of a prize. And as John said, we're also looking at trying to establish travel or study grants overseas for the winners of this program, either through Fulbright or some other program, and we're due to have some discussions with them in the next few months. So, as I said before, the Alumni Group is an important element. This will grow at a rate of 24 new people into the Alumni Group every year. In terms of what we've developed so far, we've got 40 as of this year, but because we're going to include the regional winners and those ones who are eligible for the finalist pool as part of the Alumni Group, we will increase that, as I say, by about 24 people a year, and that will be a significant body of people, young people, who actually are all about giving back. They have developed thinking skills, they are leaders in their community, and they're certainly very motivational and passionate young speakers. And that will be, I think, a lasting legacy of this program, those people who come through it and are able to talk about important science issues and help develop New Zealand's science literacy. And there's a significant opportunity still for targeted sponsorship around this program. We were very fortunate this year that we raised the total amount of sponsorship. We increased it to $180,000. We'll be aiming for significantly more than that again next year, and there's significant opportunities out there for sponsors to be part of our program. So there's a lot to look forward to. Thank you very much.